we think about why human-robot coordination is different than multi-robot coordination, when we have multiple robots working together, for example, in a cell in a factory today, which we do often see, these multi-robot cells, they need to synchronize their actions, but all of their motions are pre-planned. The timing is pre-planned, and oftentimes you can even use a centralized controller. So it looks like multiple robots, but it's being controlled almost as one big robot. When you have a person in that space, pre-planned motions are now difficult because you don't know exactly where the person will be and when. At the very least, you need to be able to modify the timing of actions for the safety of that person. But you even want to modify speed. So as a person comes near to the robot, you really want that robot to slow down and stop so that the person has a safe environment if they need to work close to that robot. And so humans are almost the ultimate uncontrollable entity. You can't control exactly what they're going to do and when, and it really becomes necessary for the algorithms for robot decision making to be very, very fast, to be able to respond to people in this new uncertain environment. But one of the things that we do in our research is try to leverage statistical models of human behavior. So we always have the robot slow and stop as it comes near the person. That's a requirement. It's a safety requirement. But given that, is there a way we can increase the efficiency of these systems? You imagine if a person is just standing next to a robot talking to somebody else, they've really stopped that robot from doing work. So how is it that we can potentially replan what the robot does, resequence the work, change the motion plan so the robot maneuvers further away from the person, which would be a longer motion path, but potentially ultimately more efficient than if it were just to sit there stopped for a long period of time. So the work in the cross-training is focused on how we learn the sequencing of different tasks where the motions are pre-planned based on a statistical model of what the person is likely to do. And we learn that statistical model through the training process. But we're also now exploring how we can modify motions of robots, how we can modify the paths that they take to maneuver further away from people but move at a higher speed potentially. And our initial experiments, our pilot studies actually show that we can potentially increase the efficiency of the system, increase speed and separation between the person, and have a benefit across all of those things by doing more online planning for these robot systems.